It's over. I can't believe there was a defensive battle the second we got back. I'm wiped from all the fighting. Oh, I don't remember you lifting a finger. I was literally the MVP, dude. But you guys really showed up at the perfect time. Any later and we would have been done for. Seeing us all together again after so long is making my chest hurt. Are you okay? You can rest now. So what happened at second to last Defense Academy? Tell us all about it. I get that you're dying to hear our story, but there's no rush. Let us take it easy for a minute. There shouldn't be any attacks for a little while, so we can talk after we... No way, it can't be!
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
We're being attacked again? Another one already? Hey, over there, I see the enemy! That's... What's that thing's deal? Is it all by itself? That one's no pushover. I can tell just by looking. It's one powerful hacker. You're right. That's the Supreme Commander who leads the Invaders. That's the one? We barely finished our defensive battle. Now we have to fight the last boss?
We have no other choice. We need to attack.
Right. Let's go for it.
How are we gonna do it?
I'm ready whenever. You're in the way! Yes, leave it to me. Allow me to clip down there.
Okay. What's it gonna do now? What? We can't even reach it when it's this far, right?
2 arms.
Oh, I can. Okay, wait. Where exactly am... Okay.
You've left yourself open. Leave it to me. Banzai.
Whoa! No way. No way. No way. No way. No way.
Ready when you are.
Well, that's
I guess
certainly
it's my
isn't good.
Good to go.
Let's do, Impact Stab on you.
Take
Oh, jeez. The counterattack. Wait a minute. It's not even attacking. What the heck? What's going on here? Something's off. This is like... There's no way this fight is this easy.
Let us begin. Banzai.
15.
It de-transformed?
Why did it do that? Maybe it doesn't intend to fight us after all. It clearly wasn't taking us seriously just now.
That's right. I think so too.
Then what did it come here for?
Sora Aravoja to Pigu Voju?
It seems like it's talking.
Din repekpi wefo ifu topadori, zojek fonui padorivo, psive mura. Zogu fifo kuju pinne warase ne dukshue gurar buto swijusara. Arfofefe dudugu kuwarwa vose, imo kuashu paga fepe dunui fapino. Visa arshu viju fupari yonseito dimo din riten wardin razo fuduguje.
Despite our bewilderment, the Supreme Commander continued rambling on, and then...
Feduzu fogua shaduju.
It turned its back on us and left.
Huh? It ran away?
Varlet, you think you can get away? We must give chase.
We're not chasing it, you idiot! That thing will crush us!
It was saying something. I wonder what it was.
Choose your conclusion. That's what it said.
Huh?
Oh, right! Since Ima was fused with the commander, he can understand their language now. Didn't he tell us that before?
But what does that mean? Could you tell us in some more detail?
Before that, we're going to have to explain what happened at second to last Defense Academy. Let's all go to the war room for now. We'll discuss everything there.
Right, it's gonna be a long story. Let's get over there.
We put the schoolyard behind us and headed inside. We changed back into our regular clothes and gathered into the war room. Okay, you're back in your civvies, then let's get right into it. Yeah, come on, tell us everything. I'll explain things from the beginning, starting with our mission to second to last Defense Academy. It seems Mr. Sumino and the others are still in recovery mode from all the fighting, so I'll make it snappy. Thanks, Ima, go for it. You should listen to what Ima has to say. Man, am I tired? I can barely even move. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Oh, sorry for spraying pig everywhere. You guys came back just in time. It was a real close one. I should have known things would get more chaotic as we got closer to day 100. Alright, we're day 87. Things are getting much, much harder. Everyone made it back safely, thank goodness. We should listen to what Ima has to say, okay? I'm dead tired right now, but we have a mountain of things to tell everyone. That Supreme Commander was unfathomably strong, easily on the same level as the greatest sorcerer of all time. The greatest sorcerer? I can't get that horrible nightmare out of my head. Imagine me living a fun school life like some kind of normie. What was with the Supreme Commander? We'll need to talk about that too. Before we get into our adventure at the other academy, there's something we need to report to you.
Yeah!
On our way to second to last Defense Academy, we found a blackened, mummified corpse. A blackened mummy? Faced with a shocked audience, Ima continued his matter-of-fact explanation of the events. The blackened mummy we found in the city ruins. Based on the glasses beside it and the scraps of clothing, we could tell whose remains it was. Hiroko Shizuhara, the girl who had just disappeared one day. We didn't know what her corpse was doing laying around in a place like that, but there was no doubt that it was Hiroko. Having heard this, everyone's mouths went agape and their faces turned pale. No way, Hiroko? Why? I can't believe it. She was so strong. Who could have possibly taken her down? It was probably that supreme asshole commander. I can't think of anyone else strong enough to kill someone as insanely powerful as Hiroko. But why did she run off by herself and get killed in the first place? How beyond brain dead do you have to be to do that? Are you sure she did run off? Think about it. When Hiroko vanished, we still had 2 fire extinguishers left. Yeah, that's true. Mistress Hiroko would never run away, and she'd never get snuffed out by some jabroni invader. I want to see her mummified corpse so bad. I want to know how tragic a beauty like that looks in death. Hey, does anyone want to go on a corpse viewing field trip with me? Stick to your fantasies. It's hard to believe anyone could defeat Hiroko, but if you say you saw her body, it must be true. Yeah, as much as it pains me to say, there's no mistaking it. Ima, what's the matter? Oh no, it's nothing. Allow me to continue the story. Next up, the chapter you've all been waiting for, namely, that what happened to us at second to last Defense Academy.
Yeah!
So, yada yada, we got to second to last Defense Academy, and something even more shocking was happening there. Ima began telling everyone what we saw at the site of the other academy. About how the school was supposed to have been destroyed, yet was somehow whole again. And about Nigo being reconstructed by a commander with their power to turn back time. And how in order to prevent Nigo's data from being transferred to the enemy, we wound up in a battle. Ima explained how, thanks to Nigo's second sacrifice, we managed to defeat the commander. Because of that sacrifice, we weren't able to obtain the secrets of the Special Defense Unit the enemy had been after. Still, we did catch a certain detail from Nigo as he was being reconstructed. Something called the Exodus Project. Exodus Project? So that thing in the sky was actually the artificial satellite? And everyone from the Tokyo Residential Complex has already been evacuated there. Hey, I'm not following at all. Someone explain to me like I'm 5. I'm not great with sci-fi either. Historical dramas are another story. You seem to have your time periods all mixed up though. In Artificial Satellite, we've been staring at it from the school roof all this time. I see, so it wasn't the moon after all. I did think it was odd that the surface was so mechanical compared to what I'd read about. Humanity really made something that gigantic just to evacuate everyone? Maybe they modified the moon. It's not like they had access to any other celestial bodies close enough to use. Either way, the scale of this is completely off the charts. There are no other humans left on Earth. It's just us and the invaders here. What a bunch of spineless cowards. No guts to fight down here with us, huh? But the only ones who can stand against the invaders are those of us with hemoamina. We just have to fight in the place of everyone taking shelter up there. Everyone from the complex is waiting for us on the artificial satellite, waiting for us to win this war. If we can protect the school, and if we can save humanity from world death, mankind will be able to live in peace again. But we need to put our lives on the line to achieve that. We can't win without making sacrifices along the way. Aito? Oh, nothing, sorry. I was just feeling conflicted with all these sudden developments. I'm panicking too. It's all gibberish to me. Anyway, that's all we learned at second to last Defense Academy. That does it for my report, but the real juicy stuff starts from here. I need to tell you what the Supreme Commander said earlier. Oh yeah, they said choose your conclusion. What does that mean? Ima, tell us, what did the Supreme Commander say?
Yeah!
Just like I said before, it's planning to launch an all-out attack on the school. It's going to be like nothing we've ever seen before, with all of the invaders' forces fully mobilized. Like nothing we've seen before?
Yeah.
It seems they couldn't fully breach us before because of our wall of fire. But they've successfully mass-produced weapons that can nullify the flames, and they're going to advance on us with a massive number of troops. A massive number of troops?
Yeah.
The Supreme Commander asserted that the school would be annihilated in that all attack. However, it also said it wanted to make a proposal before that happens. A proposal? If we quietly hand over whatever's inside the defense room, the commander will spare our lives, apparently. So it's asking us to surrender? Surrender? That's right, we fight and die, or live or escape. Choose your conclusion. Choose our conclusion? That's obviously a trap. But why is it giving us a chance to escape? This is what the Supreme Commander said. Its goal isn't to kill us, it just wants what's in the defense room. Okay, get what's in the defense room, use it, and then kill us off later. That's what I think. It wants to put an end to this fruitless war. It said that killing each other like this is foolish. Fruitless war? It really said that? That thing's more sensible than I would have guessed. Screw that, you're just gullible. It also says something else. If we give up what's inside the defense room and leave this planet, the invaders will prepare a way for us to leave so we can go back to the artificial satellite where all our friends and family are. They'll even prepare a way for us to get out of here? But we can't just run away. Earth is our home. That's right. Deserting under enemy fire would be disgraceful as both a warrior and a woman. I will not surrender. I still have more to tell you. It said something very curious at the very end. If we continue to fight, even if we successfully defend the school, we'll all die in the end. Huh? We'll die in the end? Why and how?
Yeah.
It seems to have something to do with whatever is in the defense room. Do the invaders know what's in there? According to the Supreme Commander, the thing we're protecting here at the school is a weapon of despair that will destroy everything. So like a nuclear bomb or something like that? That's ludicrous! The thing in there is surely something to save humanity from world death! I don't quite understand it myself. I'm just telling you what it said. We don't need to concern ourselves with the invaders' lies. Right, ain't no way we're believing anything those assholes say. We've gotten screwed over by their dirty tricks before. But the Supreme Commander wasn't really attacking in the battle just now. What if it really does want to avoid fighting us? Yeah, maybe some of the other sides are hoping for peace too. Enough foolishness! Those monsters don't have feelings like we do! Is that really true? Sorry, a roach pig like me shouldn't butt in, but I was thinking. It wasn't possible before, but now we can communicate with the invaders. We might be able to have a proper discussion with them. I'm sure that's all the prisoner wanted. I don't believe that for a second. Everyone, you can't let the invaders sway you. They're just trying to deceive us. True, but are they the only ones doing the deceiving? Huh? Aita, what do you mean? Nothing. I'll stop with my conjecture. I'm really sorry. I failed to read the room and overstep.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need to draw any conclusions just yet. The Supreme Commander said it would be back later, so we just have to decide before then. How much later? In 7 days, so 94. After that, it'll come by itself to hear us out. It's coming here again? All by itself too? Kiyoshika, what day will it be 7 days from now? Today is day 82? Today is day 87. It'll be on day 94. The Supreme Commander will bring us some means of getting to the artificial satellite as well. It's said that will be our last chance for a peaceful resolution if we refuse. As planned, they will launch their overwhelming assault, destroying the school and us with it. We fight and die, or flee and live. And we just have a week to decide. Our answer is clear. We're the hope of all mankind. We're fighting on behalf of humanity. We can't just run away. That's right, we can't run. Well, let's decide formally after we've had some time to mull it over. We still have time until day 94. After that, everyone held their tongues, not one of us making any effort to speak. We were obviously confused. We decided to talk about what to do after each of us had time to gather our thoughts. For the time being, we parted ways.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Back in my room, I lay in bed and ruminated on what I'd just heard. Even if we successfully defend the school, we'd still die in the end? Because the thing inside the defense room is a weapon of despair that'll destroy everything? You gotta be kidding. That just can't be true. It's a lie, a trap. Who would ever listen to an invader anyway? I repeated this inside my head, but the Supreme Commander's claims continued to linger at the back of my mind. I kept going over the same points again and again and inside my head. As I continued to rack my brain, I fell into a dark sleep.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 88th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
Maybe it was the exhaustion from all the fighting, or maybe it was because of everything I heard the day before. But that day I felt less than great from the second I woke up. It seemed like the others weren't much better off either. According to Ima, who was going around checking on everyone, we were all pretty deep in recovery mode. Afternoon had passed, we got together in the cafeteria. Inside the cafeteria, everyone were gloomy expressions. Come on, everybody, what's with the long faces? I had so much on my mind, I couldn't really get any sleep. Same. I am a chronic insomniac, so I'm actually having more fun than ever, of course. You shouldn't worry about anything the enemy says, that's just what they want. Trap or not, it's the kind of thing that disturbs your soul to hear. The idea that we'll die too in the end, I mean. Not to mention the all-out attack that's coming, an attack like nothing we've never ever seen before. Isn't there any way for us to win? Nope, not at all. We're so totally doomed. Enough pissing and moaning. We just gotta do what we gotta do. That's right, we'll find a way, right, Takumi? Yeah, we have to. What are all these peasants on the satellite doing while all this is going on? You think they'd send us reinforcements? There's nothing they could do. You need Himo Amna to fight the invaders. But the fate of all humanity hinges on this battle, right? I wish they'd lend us some support. Yeah, couldn't they at least reach out? If I could talk to my family, I feel like I could keep going. And I want a proper explanation of what's going on here. If they tell us what's inside the defense room, we wouldn't have to sweat what the invaders are saying. Maybe they think we're all screwed too. That's absolutely not true. We have everybody's trust and support. Oh my god, enough already! Unable to take it any longer, Kurara slammed the table as she sprung to her feet. We're fighting for all of those people on that artificial satellite, and they're not lifting a finger for us. They can't do anything? Not even offer us an explanation or a call from our families? If they really have left us here to rot, then I say screw them and screw humanity. Easy, Kurara, it's going to be okay. But it's true, if we're humanity's hope, then this shouldn't be happening. Aito, who had been silent the whole time, finally spoke, but with a downcast expression. Aito, what are you saying? I've been worrying about this since yesterday. All of humanity fled to the artificial satellite. Do they care about us anymore? Ima said something similar earlier, didn't he? We might just be decoys that allowed humanity to escape to the satellite. At the time, I was just letting my imagination take a depressing turn, but it's no longer a possibility we can deny in its entirety. That can't be! Dang it! Now it was Gaku's turn to hit the table and stand, letting out a scream toward the skies. Hey, say something to us, anything! Can't you see us? We're fighting for you guys! Is anybody listening? We're in seriously bad shape here. Tell us, what are we supposed to do? But his voice just echoed hollowly throughout the cafeteria. Dang it all, what the heck is going on? The cafeteria was enveloped in silence after that. One person after another left as if trying to escape the deafening quiet. Just like everyone else, I returned to my room without a word. After that, I slayed cooped up there for the rest of the day.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Even after the nighttime announcement, I just kept turning the same things over in my head. I couldn't stop thinking about what we discussed this morning. Are we really the hope of mankind? Is the enemy speaking the truth? Despite knowing I'd never get an answer, I just kept thinking about it. I was lost in a spiral, the same thoughts whirling around and around. And so ended the 80th day at last Defense Academy.
Up and out of troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 89th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
Guess I better go to the cafeteria, although I'm sure it's going to be depressing again. Alright, and with that, that is going to be it for this episode of the 100-Line Last Defense Academy. Holy crap, in case y'all haven't figured it out, I've been going at it for 4 hours. I need a break. Maybe a vacation, probably. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this episode of the 100-Line Last Defense Academy. And next time, we'll be going to the cafeteria to maybe discuss things more about what we should do before day 94. We have 5 more days left to figure out what to do. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.